University Stadium in Albuquerque, New Mexico. What a matchup we have in store. It's still early in the season, but this is a major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Wyoming Cowboys and the New Mexico Lobos. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Checking in with New Mexico's head coach before the game. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated, some games under their belt, this will be a great test for his team to see if they are on track to make it to the conference championship. He wants their total focus, their total composure, and their total attention today in this crucial conference matchup. Reese?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. And the Cowboys headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Handed to the back. Got an alley. He's past the sticks. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. The Lobos want to crank the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guys, let's talk a little bit about New Mexico and what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead, but this is a matchup. Regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams, the conference of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position. You hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Love the play call on the RPO. That time the defender bites on the run fake, and that opens up the window for the slant coming in behind it. Nice job.
They'll give it on the counter. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Lobos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Moves the pocket. It's Watson. Turns it upfield. Able to haul it in, and right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Back to pass again. Caught. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Lobos, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Play action on first down. Looking for the score. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Now they'll run it to the right here. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Give to the back. Crosses the 40. Turns it on in midfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Cowboys just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Lewis. They're working that left side. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the Cowboys are flying down the field. He's got it on the right. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Working the ground game. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. 3rd down from the gun, Lewis. Incomplete, and they fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Not gonna get there as this defense makes a stand. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Still looking for our first score of the game as we start the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Rides to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Back to throw, it's Watson. He fires one deep over the middle. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Lobos send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Not a lot of room to make this catch. Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. That is coverage just the way they designed it, and they've got him backed up. Wyoming's offense heads out to get this drive started. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Here's Lewis to throw. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's two thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding this is also a shot part of the field. Like, it's going to be a run, or a lot of times that ball is going to be a deep ball thrown down the sideline because you'll get man-to-man. Nice job by the defensive.
Oh, there's an alley to the left. Got a first down. He's at the 40. He's finally run out of bounds, but not before a huge gain.
And this is exactly what happens when you don't keep a fast quarterback in the pocket. Man, you got to keep him inside that tackle box. Don't let him dance. Don't rush upfield. A lot of times that's the responsibility of the defensive lineman, because now you see, now the linebackers, the secondary, everybody's chasing him, and he has the ability to go to the house, to make the big plays. That dude's got some jets.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing. Lewis. Looking for the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He gets a block. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Let's see what the Lobos offense has dialed up this time. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Lobos with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Now they'll run the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, New Mexico. Looking for the tie with the extra point. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. The Cowboys racing to the line in the hurry up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Lewis. Oh, pressure's coming. Out wide left, it's Holman.
You know, I think that's a play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. On the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Watson. Rolls right. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Lobos have moved it inside the 20. Handoff to the single running back. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
All over him in the backfield. He'll lose 3 on the play.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, short completion setting up 3rd down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He splits the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with a look at Syracuse, taking on the number 16 team, the Clemson Tigers. And it's the Orange, with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game. And it brings them to a sparkling 4-0 on the year.
Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
At the 35, he's loose. There's a crease. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Got enough for the first down. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wyoming. They take the lead with the 6. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We will get another look at this New Mexico offense. So as soon as they step on the field here in the 3rd quarter, they find themselves trailing, and now they'll try to answer with a score of their own. Escapes the pressure going right. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time they let him get out of bounds.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
The Lobos have their offense in high gear. Off play action on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a great stick by the defender. But how about this? Quarterbacks like a smooth pocket where they can step up, set their feet. That defense did not give him that. Hit him while he's throwing the football, made it easy for the defender to run underneath it, create an interception.
Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Here's Lewis to throw. Here comes the heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Third and long coming up. From the gun on third down, Lewis. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half. And it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Now New Mexico will go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Right back to it. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Got it, looking for the first down. At the 45, on its way. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Lobos are in the hurry-up.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Looking downfield, it's Watson. Keeping his eyes downfield. Fires downfield. And wings it incomplete.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions. You've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz. Because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Not going to get there. Not going to get close as he's brought down at the 30. It's 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And there is a degree of difficulty with this one. A 47-yarder from the right hash. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the return, it's Sims. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. The handoff. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Give to the running back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Churns into the pile. Turning it on. The 50. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 10. Into the house. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here come the Lobos to get things going on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Dropping back, it's Watson. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders here in the fourth quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to throw it. This quarterback better dial in.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Left side is Smith. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away he saw.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Tight end now in motion. They'll run it on 4th down. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
Going with the ground game left. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Well, no mystery on that play call, right? You've got the lead late in the game. You've gotten the ball back on the other side of the 50 on your opponent's side, and so you're just going to run it. And it's fine if they know that. You just want to stay on the field and bleed this clock, and you got to start thinking about where are your best run-it-runs. Which side of this offensive line is the strongest? Which guys defensively do you want to attack so you can take as much time off the clock as possible?
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Right back to the well. Not a lot there. Picks up 1 inside the 20 to the 19.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Third and 6 yards to go. Now they'll try the right side. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! And now the lead is extended a little further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Here comes the New Mexico offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch. They get enough rush.
Bro, I threw the ball right off of the snap, dog.
Listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see
not my
but
game, bro.
just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Sets his feet. It's Watson. Swings it out to the flat. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Defensively, I think you have different strategies for these situations. The clock is your friend, right? You want that thing to tick. You're up in the 4th quarter, but you don't want to sit back and prevent, because you've heard the saying, you really just prevent yourself from winning.
Drops back on 1st down. Open on the right side, that's Smith. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. And you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Stepping to the right. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds a man on the right. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Moving out to the right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Scanning the field, it's Watson. Throws to the tight end. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And some guys just have a knack of finding the football, and he is one of them. Like, you can just tell when the ball's in the air, he's like, that is mine. His 2nd big game-changing play in this football game.
So the Cowboys offense heads onto the field to start this drive. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. Across the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. No reason to do anything here except keep it on the ground on 2nd and 5. They want that clock to run. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
They'll ride the hot hand.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Keeps it on the ground. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
And that will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here.